So it's summer of 2023. What can I do to be the best student in math in my school? Now, there's nothing wrong with having 3 people being tied as number 1 in math, right? There's no problem with that. But imagine if you can start practicing now to get the tools you need to be the best you can be in the fall. Let's talk about 2 broad categories of what you can do right now. The first one is you can practice, right? So some of you use Singapore math during the school year. Singapore math books look like this, but these are actually called extra practice for mathematics, also by Singapore Math. We also have one from the Mammoth company, which we're using with our students in the fall as well. And basically, imagine if you take the assessment, find where you belong in the sequence, and work on any holes that you have, any gaps, and master those skills. Well, every Monday this summer, God willing, except the July 4th week, because everybody seems to tune out during that week. But imagine if we go through an assessment, right? So schedule an assessment with LifeSTEM Academy or Life LLC. You can email amostarfa1@gmail.com to do that. You can call our office. And the idea is we will help you, we'll do an assessment, right? We'll give you an assessment, and then we'll help you identify areas that you need to focus on this summer so that in the fall, you can be competing for the number 1 spot, right? To be the best in your school and maybe even the best in the nation. So imagine if you can do that, where you spend time, get an assessment, and then you can be ready for the fall. So number 1, do some practice. We have the extra practice books in our bookstore, which is now open to the community. You're welcome to stop by our bookstore, the Life Community Bookstore. And then we also have the curriculum ready for Math Mammoth. We have an online version for our students. You can use that as well to, whether you're in 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, why don't you come along and we'll do an assessment for you and help you know where to go from there. The next thing you can do, the next big category, in summer of 2023, how can I prepare for the fall? Why don't you read books about mathematics, such as Journey Through Genius? Read about the history of mathematics, or read books about practicing math skills. So we have 2 books that do that. One of them is called Peak by Anders Ericsson. You might have heard of the whole 10,000 hour rule. Now, he gives a caveat. It's not just doing something for 10,000 hours, it's doing it with deliberate practice. So why don't you read books like Peak by Anders Ericsson, or read books on how to be a great math student, which is called Mastering Mathematics. Very good book for teaching you study skills. So while it is still summer, why not refine your skills and your tools so that in the fall, you're launching out with excellence? I would highly recommend you to get your notebooks now for the math courses you're taking in the fall. Come in for an assessment and find out where you're at, right? These assessments are free. You're welcome to come in for the assessment. We want to just do the assessment first and then give you recommendations which you can use. And lastly, why don't you read Tools for Mastering Mathematics? It's always a good time to read that book, which I wrote with Nathan Dressett. It's a book that goes over strategies for math success, but then it also gives you a handbook for mathematics and learning mathematics. Rules such as a handbook that has rules of exponents, rules of logarithms, everything you need there. And then the last section of the book actually goes over all of the math curriculum, which I discussed in my video, 15 minutes of math curriculum in America. So I hope that you will use this summer to refine your skills through practicing well, deliberate practice. And then I hope you will also spend time reading books about math history, about math study skills, and seeking out maybe some career opportunities. And that's where we can also help you by teaching you about our job shadowing opportunities and connecting you with different professionals. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Amos Tarfa. I'm the director of the Learning Institute for Excellence and LifeSTEM Academy. I hope you're having a good summer so far, but please take the time to dedicate to read good books this summer and to be a blessing to your community. Have a blessed day. Take care.